Usually I have this thing called quick fire. So what I've done, I've prepared 10 questions for you. And what they're meant to is just to give the guys who are listening to get to know you a little bit better, just in case it didn't come through the conversation. And it should be a lot of fun, I think. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. So the first question is, what was the first career you dreamt of having as a kid?
The first career I dreamt of having is actually a basketball.
Second question, if you had to eat only one plant-based meal for the rest of your life, what will it be?
That's a tough one. One meal, can I fit everything I like in that one meal? Because it would be it would definitely be okra, avocados. It would be greens. It'd be okra, avocado, greens, and I'd probably just put some cashew nuts in there. And then I would have coconut for dessert. Madafu for dessert.
Yeah, that sounds complete to me. So the third question, where is one place in Africa you haven't visited that you would want to go?
I want to go to Nigeria.
Fourth question, what is one book that you can say completely changed your perspective on life?
God, the Black Man and the Truth by Ammi. That's the first book I read that turned me around.
Should check that one out. The fifth question, what are you afraid of most?
Not living my purpose.
Sixth question, if you could have dinner with 3 historical figures, who would they be?
One would definitely be Enoch, who most guys don't know was an African man. Yeah. Enoch was an African man, very ancient and powerful, very powerful. One would definitely be David, who was a king of Israel, but again, Black African Israel. I said that unapologetically and uncompromisingly. And the third, I would say Yeshua, who people call Jesus, who people know as Jesus. I would say Yeshua. Yeah, and if I say real quick, because Enoch lived in a real pure state where there was no funeral ceremony recorded, and nobody found. And so there was a certain level of spiritual vibration, a level that he vibrated on, that I would like to know, that I seek. David governed Israel as a king and was given the real specific instructions, so he knows what was to be done. And Yeshua, or Jesus, saw the fall of our people, because he was around as an African man, seeing his African people being invaded by, because most guys don't know that it was the colonization of Rome, the Greco-Roman Empire. They were colonizing Israel, Black Israel at the time, and it was the first invasion of Europeans into Africa. And so Yeshua saw colonization at the very early stages, and that's what he was speaking against. So I would like to see what he was seeing and what he was saying to the people, because he spoke from a revolutionary point, even in terms of when he said turn the other cheek. He wasn't saying turn the other cheek to the Romans, the Greco-Romans at the time. He was saying turn the other cheek like Luos and Kikuyus fighting each other. He's telling you, turn the other cheek, forget about how you offended each other right now, because this white man is coming to take your country. He said, this colonist, he's taking your country. Forget about your troubles right now and focus and protect your country. So he spoke from a revolutionary standpoint. So that's why I would like to have the opportunity to speak to it, because they're from the ancients. If you're going forward, I'll be choosing like the Marcus Garvey, the people like that. But from the ancients, I would choose those historical figures.
Yeah, that's a really interesting perspective to have, especially on the turn the other cheek. I mean, our version is completely different, but I can see where you come from. So the seventh question: what's one moment in your life where you felt completely aligned with your purpose?
Woo! On stage, because when I perform, I feel like I know the spirit takes over. When I'm singing, there's an energy in the spirit that takes over, and it takes me into another realm of not just bliss, but purposeful. And I go into a space, a mental, emotional, energetic space that's compared to none.
Yeah, nice. So the eighth question: if you could master any other skill overnight, what will it be?
Building, like master it, like building, like architecture, building.
So the ninth question: what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I have so many, but I remember my biological father telling me, he said, you're burning your candles at both ends. Because I was going out, I remember I was young, wild, smoking, drinking, having fun, having girlfriends, up, down. I was going to bed late, waking up early. He said, you're burning the candle at both ends, stop it.
So the last question, if you could give your 18-year-old self a piece of advice, what will it be?
I'll tell him slow down because I was moving fast. I was young and wild. I did a lot as a young. Growing up in Antigua, you wouldn't want to meet me back then. I was young. I was wild. I was stupid, and you thought you knew something. You know, so my 18-year-old self, I would say slow down.